You know what I hear all the time that pisses me off? I shouldn't be applying for jobs until 2 months before I separate from the military. I don't know who started this rumor, I don't know why it started, but I want to go back and find them and I want to shake them a little bit and I want to give them better advice. Some companies won't look at you seriously until they know that they can hire you. That's true. But the steps you need to take to get a job involve so much more than just that final interview. I went on no less than 3 interviews for jobs that I had no intention of taking at 5 months before I got out of the Navy. I did a practice run. I took a week off from the Navy, wasted some leave, and I went on 3 interviews for 3 different insurance companies. I have no desire to work in insurance, was never going to work in insurance, but I knew I didn't know how to do an interview, and the only thing I'd learned was in TAPS class. And I wanted to practice. I wanted to have an idea of what it was like in the real world to see if I had what it took and to decide whether or not to get out and make this civilian life my journey. I'll tell you what, I applied for 3 jobs, I did 3 interviews, and I got a call back, and one actually offered me a management position. I personally have a bachelor's in business that I did while I got in night school in the Navy. It took me 7 years, but I was qualified for that position, and he offered me a higher job than the one I was applying for. I refused them politely. I didn't tell them that I was still active duty military, but I left that situation with the confidence to know that when it was time for me to get out, that it wasn't impossible. So the big rumor about don't apply for jobs until you're 2 months out, how many chiefs or E7s do you know in the military that have 2 jobs? I knew a bunch when I was in. You need these skills. So apply for jobs you can't get, and then when it's time, you start applying for the jobs that you really want at 5 and 6 months out, and by then you should already have the relationships with people in those companies that will almost guarantee you a position. Thank you.